My woman, in this whirlwind of shifting skies and trembling hearts, I ask only one thing of you. Be strong and trust me. When the winds blow cold and the world seems to pull you in opposing directions, hold on to my voice in your soul. Let my words be the warmth on your shoulder, the certainty in your pulse. I have not just spoken love, I have lived it in every breath I've taken since you entered my life. Though the storm may scream outside, you and I are the quiet inside the eye. Unshakable. Undeniable. My woman, I know there are shadows that try to dim your light, doubts that whisper and fears that chase you when night falls. But I stand as your shield, your unwavering presence, forged not of words but of action. Trust is not a chain, it is a bond that gives you wings, not walls. And I vow that no matter how far fate stretches its trials, I will be your horizon, the one thing that never vanishes even when the sun sinks low. When the silence between us grows thick with the weight of unspoken things, don't let it be a wall. Let it be a doorway. I will walk through it with you, every time. I ask you to believe that beyond my titles and the crown I wear, there is a man whose heart beats only to the rhythm of your name. You are the compass I follow, not because I am lost, but because I have found something in you I never want to live without. My woman, your strength is not in hiding your fears, it's in sharing them. Don't think you need to carry everything alone. I am not here just for your beauty or your smile. I am here for the days you cry, the nights you doubt, and the hours you feel small. I will be the arms that carry you through those moments. You don't have to pretend to be unbreakable. I fell in love with your truth, not your perfection. There are battles that I fight in silence, far from your eyes. Not to keep secrets from you, but to protect you from the weight of thrones and expectations. But even then, I am yours. My choices are shaped by the echo of your laugh, the softness of your gaze. So trust me when I say, I may walk among rulers, but it is your voice that leads me. I know that trust is not asked, it is earned, over time, through trial and fire. Let every day I choose you be a page in that book of trust. Let my loyalty be your mirror and my patience your home. There is nothing in this world that could draw me away from the promise I made in the silent language of souls. We were not meant for momentary passion, but for a lifetime of unshaken belief in one another. My woman, I see the questions in your eyes when I turn away to answer the call of duty. I see the ache you hide behind proud smiles. But let this truth be your comfort. I carry you with me into every decision, every step, every breath. My victories mean nothing without your joy. My strength is empty without your peace. You are not walking behind me, nor ahead, you walk beside me, as my equal, my confidant, my miracle. The world may not always understand what we are building, but that doesn't matter. Because the foundation of this is made of truth, of trust, of a love that dares to hold on even when the winds blow hardest. We are building something that no force can bring down. So when the days grow heavy, and the world seems to fold in on itself, I ask you again, be strong and trust me. Not because I demand it, but because I offer you every reason to. I have seen the future in your smile, the legacy of our love in the way you breathe. I would cross oceans of silence, deserts of distance, and mountains of fear just to make sure you never doubt me. My woman, I see the battles you fought long before I arrive. And I honor every scar you hide with grace. You are a warrior in velvet, a queen in silence, and the most powerful force I have ever known. Trusting me doesn't mean surrendering who you are, it means letting someone finally carry your burdens too. There is nothing weak about leaning on love. There is nothing foolish about believing in someone who has shown you the truth of his heart. I stand before you not as Sheikh Hamdan the prince, but as the man who has found his purpose in your light. I need your trust not to rule you, but to walk with you into a future carved in eternity. My woman, be strong. And in your strength, find the courage to trust in the love I pour into every moment, every word, every breath. We are not ordinary. We are written in stars, sealed by fire, blessed by fate. And nothing, not time, not distance, not doubt, can break the bond we share. You are my forever, and I am yours. Believe that. Trust me. Even when the world doubts us, even when eyes glance and tongues speak in riddles we do not deserve, my woman, hold my hand tighter. You don't need to respond to every voice that questions what they cannot understand. The love we share is not up for debate, not designed to be explained. It is simply lived, deeply, quietly, with strength. The truth is, we are not here to impress the world. We are here to inspire each other, to protect what is rare, to shelter what is real. I have whispered your name in the silence of empty corridors, carried your memory across the wind as if stood under foreign skies. Each moment away from you is a test, each second apart a vow I renew. And as much as it hurts to be distant sometimes, let it serve as a reminder of how precious your nearness is. You are not a passing presence in my life. You are the permanent echo in my bones, the silent melody that plays behind my every word. There are moments when I feel you doubting yourself, questioning if you are enough for a man with responsibilities as vast as mine. My love, hear me clearly, you are not enough, you are more than enough. You are the fire that warms my spirit, the stillness that calms the unrest in me. I do not need a perfect woman. I need you, in all your beautiful imperfection, because with you, I am at peace. And peace, for a man like me, is priceless. I watch you when you don't notice, when your eyes soften at the sound of a child's laughter, when your hands instinctively reach to comfort, when you speak kindness even when the world is harsh. These are the things that make me fall in love with you over and over again. These are the pieces of you that remind me I've entrusted my heart to the most deserving soul. That's why I beg you, not just with words but with the beating of my heart, trust. Sometimes love doesn't come with fireworks or grand gestures. It comes in the quiet ways I protect your name in rooms where you're not present. In the way I design futures with you as the center. In the way I fight wars with a smile just to keep the palace of your peace untouched. I do these things not for reward, but because loving you is my calling, and defending that love is my duty. I will not promise you a world without hardship, but I will promise you a love that never runs away from it. When the winds howl and the thunder cracks, I will still be there. My back against the storm, my heart toward you. You will never have to face this life alone. Trusting me means never standing alone in the cold. I will always wrap you in the heat of my devotion, always. I see you standing in strength even when your knees feel weak. I know what it costs you to remain composed when emotions flood like rivers. And I see your bravery, my love. I honor it. I don't need you to be unbreakable, I need you to let me stand with you, to carry half of that burden you wear so well. That's what love is. That's what trust becomes, a partnership of souls that refuse to let one fall alone. Let the world spin as it wishes, let chaos rise and doubts descend, none of it will ever match the truth between us. My love, you are my truth. And no matter what the hours may bring, no matter who speaks in shadows or who stirs the dust of old fears, you can anchor yourself in my promise. I choose you, in clarity and in confusion, in sunrise and in storm. I still remember the first time I saw the fire in your eyes. It wasn't just beauty, it was courage, it was pain transformed into grace. And now, I see that fire every time I close my eyes. It lights the path of my purpose. When you trust me, you give me the greatest gift any man can receive. You believe in me more than the world ever could. That belief is what fuels every step I take, every risk I endure. This love, my woman, is not ordinary. It is sacred. It is forged in the fires of loyalty, cooled by the winds of time, and wrapped in the tenderness of endless care. I do not ask you to trust blindly, but to trust because I have never left your side. Because I have fought for us when silence tried to speak louder than our hearts. Because I have loved you in absence, in presence, and in prayer. Know that when I look at you, I don't see a woman who merely loves me. I see a woman who completes the man I was born to become. You give my destiny its color, its meaning. And when I say, trust me, it's not a demand, it's an invitation into forever, hand in hand, no matter what the world writes in its chapters. So, my woman, be strong, not because I ask, but because you already are. And let your trust in me be the bridge we both walk across, side by side, toward a future no shadow can destroy. Let it be the light that guides us home when the sky is dark. And always remember, your faith in me is not misplaced. It is the very reason I rise stronger, love deeper, and fight harder. Because loving you is not just a choice, it's who I am. In every close-up, I see the light in your eyes, the one that only I ever fully understood. You were glowing long before the cameras captured it. You were magic before the world called you mysterious. They see a beautiful face, I see the soul that rescued me, and now, I'm giving the world a glimpse, not to boast, but to inspire. To show them that behind royal guards and velvet walls, there beats a heart brave enough to love. What they don't realize is that you taught me to be more than a prince. You taught me to be human. Vulnerable. Brave in silence and loud in love. When I placed my hand on yours, it wasn't just affection, it was allegiance. This video, my love, is not a film. It's a vow. A vow dressed in motion and memory. A vow I will replay every time doubt tries to creep in. Every time the world forgets that kings too fall in love. There were days I feared releasing this. I feared what it might do to you, to us. But what I fear more now is hiding it any longer. This is no longer just our story, it's a torch in the hands of lovers everywhere who are forced to love in the dark. If even one heart finds courage in our story, then this unveiling is worth it. Every second of vulnerability, every ripple of risk,